Hello everyone, today I will give you an answer and explanation for each questions. So let's get started with first question. Helen, you come over here for a minute. I need to talk to you. There are four choices. First, could. Second, should. Third, can. Fourth, wouldn't. As we can notice, this sentence shows sense of request that related to polite requests with modal verbs. There are two sections. First, may, can, and could, followed by I. For example, can I borrow your pen? Second, will, would, can, could, followed by you. For example, would you pass the paper, please? For the question, the most possible choice to complete the sentence is choice A and C. I will cut choice B and D first. Normally, could is used in order to request something politely. So the correct answer is choice A. Next, question number 2. Would you mind blank with me with these boxes? There are four choices. A. Help. B. Helping. C. If helping. D. Have to help. As we notice, the sentence shows sense of asking for permission. Asking for permission, there are two forms. First, would you mind if I, and would you mind. First form is followed by verbs. For example, verb infinitive or verb 1. Second form is followed by gerund or verb ing only. The possible answer should have verb ing as the form said before, so the choice that is incorrect is choice A and choice D as well. The correct answer is choice B. In part of choice C is incorrect because if should be followed by subject plus verb. Next, question number 3 is getting late. I bank go now. There are four choices. First, can. Second, may. Third, have to. Fourth, would rather. This sentence shows sense of necessity. I will explain that. Modal verbs that show necessity is must, have to, have got to. That means ต้อง in Thai, and have to is more formal than have got to. For example, I must go now. I have to go now. I have got to go now. So the question, the choice can and may is incorrect because it's used for request and would rather is used for suggestion. So the choice C is the correct answer. Next, question number 4. He bank go to sleep yet. There are four choices. A. Doesn't must to. B. Does have to. C. Must. D. Don't have to. This sentence shows sense of lack of necessity. For example, tomorrow is a holiday. We don't have to go to the class. I will cut choice A and C because must to is grammatically wrong. We can't add to followed by must. And take a look closer at choice B and D. The subject of this sentence is he. So doesn't can go with subject he. So B is the correct answer.
Question number 5. This question is people walk on the grass and form of choice A needn't, B has better, C. Mustn't, and D. Should. We can notice that A, B, and D cannot get along with the question because the question sentence is prohibition. That means prohibit someone to do something by use this word like do not, must not, cannot, and had better not. So, choice C, mustn't, is correct. Okay, we will move to next question. Question number 6. This question is that flight from Amsterdam took more than 11 hours. He be a hostess after such a long flight. He stay in tonight and get some rest. As we can see, this question seems to be advising because it tells that should stay and rest. And from all of choice, we can notice in choice A, they are could and should because we know advising will be with should, ought to, and has better. In another choice like B and C, they are may that show possibility, and in choice D, has must, which shows certainty. So we will choose choice A to be the correct answer. Okay, next question number 7. The question is you take your umbrella along with you today. The weatherman on the news said there is a storm north of here and it's rain later on this afternoon. When we see of choice, we notice both of choice A and B can be the answer because this question is suggestion which includes should, could, let, and why don't. As the previous question. Okay, we will focus on choice A and B. A can be the answer because it uses should and may, which may has percent of possibility that will have rain on this afternoon, more than might in choice B. So the best answer is B because it is just prediction that rain today. The question number 8. The question is Jenny engagement ring is enormous. It have cost a fortune. We answer choice C, must, because it is expressing degrees of certainty and possibility, including may, might, must, could. And I think must is the best answer because the degree of must is 95%.
Question number 9. You just ate 3 hamburgers and order of long fry and dessert. You blah 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 still be hungry? For this question, the answer is can. The reason that answer can because this question is expressing degree of negative certainty in the present. So the form is the couldn't, can, must not, and might not. For example, Sam mustn't be hungry. Okay, we look at the choice. The choice A is can is in the negative form, and that's in the present, and B must not have. This form is the negative form in the past, and C won't in not the form that in the present, and D should is the modal verb in the form in the future. Okay, question number 10. Why didn't Mike come to lunch with us? He blah 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 in the office. For this question, the answer is B, may not have been, because this question is the expressing degree of negative certainty in the past. So the form is couldn't, can't, might not, may not, might not, have, past verb T. For example, he couldn't have gone away. Okay, we look at the choice. The choice A should not have been. Should not have been is similar to the form in the past, but should is the modal verb of the future, and B may not have been. This choice is the correct answer because it is the form of the past, and C must be the form of the in the present, and D what is the verb to be. Question 11. The cow is still wet. It blah 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 a couple of hours ago. For the question, the answer is B. Could have been, because it is expressing degree of certainty in the past. The form is could, can, must, may, might, past have, past verb T. And for example, he must have been late for class. Question 12. Maria has been studying hard. She blah 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 do well on the test tomorrow. Okay, for this question, the answer is A. Should, because it is the expressing degree of certainty in the future. The form is should, how to, may, might, could. For example, he must be home by the time she arrives. Okay, and B would is not the modal verb in the form, and C can is the same would is not the modal verb in the future form, and D might not is in the negative form is not correct. So this question, the answer is.
Okay, let's move on to number 13. Number 13 is about expressing in progressive form. Progressive form means verb ing. As we can see at the choice, there are only two choices with verb ing. So we can accept choice A and choice D. And what choice we should answer? We should look at the sentence. The correct form is choice C. The sentence shows that the activity is not finished yet, although the speaker wants to finish it. So the best form is choice C is the best form and is a correct form to answer this sentence. Next, number 14. Number 14 is rather same. Number 13 is expressing in progressive form too. I mean verb ing too. So we can accept 2 of 4 choice because they have no verb ing in the choice, and the sentence have a modal verb can. We follow the modal verb with the infinitive verb. So choice A is the best answer to use in this sentence. Okay, number 15. Number 15, we use the form modal verb with be with verb ing form. This form shows the event that happened in this time. If we look at the choice, we always focus on some choice that we are familiar. So choice B is rather familiar more than other choice. When we look at the sentence, we will know that the sentence is an anticipate the situation that will happen, and the meaning of choice B is rather it is related with the sentence. So choice B is the best answer for number 15. Number 16, we should be able to form. The form is an expressing that want to show the ability. The meaning is same with modal verb can, could. From the sentence, the ability is already happened. So we will focus on choice B and C. And when we look at the sentence again with the basic thinking, we will see that the subject of the sentence is a plural. So we will select the choice B. Oh no, choice C to be the answer of number 16.
Next, question number 17. Every Saturday, I bank go on along by right. There are four choices. A. Would. B. Can be. C. Could. D. Have to. This sentence can show a sense of past and present. Take a look at the choices. I will cut the choice B and D because can be should be followed by noun, adjective, or verb 3. Choice D that show necessity, but this sentence is not related to necessity. In part of choice A, that is the correct answer because would show repeated past action. That means การกระทำหลายๆครั้งจนเป็นนิสัยในอดีต can be replaced by used to. But in some case, if it's showing about the state, we can't use would, but we can use used to instead. Next, question number 18. I banned smoke but I gave up a few years ago. There are four choices. A. Can. B. Used to. C. Had better. D. Would. This sentence shows sense of past because the keyword is few years ago. That means the action is already complete. So, choice A, can, is incorrect. Choice C also incorrect because it can related to suggestion and advice. The correct answer is choice B. Used to as I have mentioned, used to can show repeated past action, but would can use to show state. So this sentence we should choice be used to. I will explain more about state. State mean doing something for a long time. State in Thai means การเป็นหรือการทำอะไรสักอย่างเป็นเวลานาน Next, question number 19. Han had lived in England for over years, so he banked driving on the left now. There are four choices. First, can. Second, used to. Third is used to. Fourth, must. We notice that the missing word is followed by verb ing driving. So I will cut choice A and B because both modal verbs need infinitive or verb 1. The correct answer is choice C because is used to come from be used to. That means you familiar with something because you take a long time doing it or stay with it. The pattern is subject plus verb to be plus used to plus noun or verb ing. Next, question number 20. We went to the theater yesterday. Today, I bank go to the cinema. There are four choices. A. Might. B. Have to. C. Will. D. Would rather. The answer is would rather that shows sense of preference, and the rest is incorrect because they show possibility and certainty that is not related to this sentence. There are four forms for would rather uses. First, one subject indicate present or future. The pattern is that subject plus would rather plus verb 1. For example, I would rather go home with you. And the next form, two subject indicate present or future. Subject number 1 plus would rather plus subject number 2 plus verb 2. For example, I would rather you came here. And next, two subject indicate the past. the form is that. Subject number 1 plus would rather plus subject number 2 plus had plus verb 3. For example, I would rather my dad had picked me up. And the last one subject indicates the past, and the form is that subject plus would rather plus have plus verb 3. For example, I would rather have talked with her in private.